Hey everybody, this is me, Alf. That's right, and today I wanted to talk about the automated anti-air turrets, but before we get started on that, feel free to grope that like button right now. I guarantee it's not going to feel cheap or used afterwards, but it will make me super happy. So I wanted to talk about the automated anti-air turret today because it's become somewhat of a personal annoyance for me, because I feel like this is one of few things that Battlefield 4 doesn't do quite as well as Battlefield 3 did. Now, I wouldn't say that the Centurion CRAM in Battlefield 3 was done perfectly either, but I would say they had it a little bit better than they do in Battlefield 4. We all knew the reason that the turret was even implemented in Battlefield 3 in the first place. It was to try to make it so the opposition aircraft couldn't just fly over your deployment and keep camping you and making it impossible for you to get out of your spawn. The problem with these turrets, though, is that they were manned turrets, they were manned by somebody on your team, and they were extremely difficult to kill. The fact that they were particularly hard to kill, though, isn't really what annoyed me, because, yeah, you want your team to have good defenses at home, but you may have somebody on your team that jumps into the Centurion CRAM and sits there lackadaisically while your team is getting destroyed and they're not doing a thing about it. So when they decided to make Battlefield 4, they decided that they still needed to have something to protect deployment area, and this time they didn't want to leave it up to your teammates to just, you know, shoot people out of the sky if they were actually paying attention or not. So what they did is made these turrets automated. And I really don't like the automation because this is Battlefield, and in the name of Battlefield, I feel it's a teamwork game that your team should really be earning every victory that they get. I understand, of course, that these turrets do have limited range. They're not going to shoot you all the way on the other side of the map. However, it is annoying when you're in the middle of a dogfight somewhere towards the middle of the map and your opposition manages to make it back a little bit closer to their side, and you can't really chase because if you do, you start to get shot down, and you get shot down pretty rapidly by that turret. And to make matters worse, they don't even currently work 100% properly right now. And what I mean by that, of course, is that you can fly into an area at the same altitude, you know, in the same exact situation, and it's not going to hit you, it's not even going to shoot at you 100% of the time. You know, it's just random results, so you don't ever know if you're actually going to get shot down when you enter somewhere near the enemy territory or not. I know they've still been tweaking how these turrets work and everything, because it seemed like in the beginning that there weren't anti-air turrets for both deployment sides on every level, and that seems to have changed. Now, I don't know if they're going to go in the direction that I'd like them to, but if you guys are listening, I'd like to see these turrets be manned turrets, and turrets where you can kill the person manning them relatively easy if they're not paying attention. Now, this is very important because if you have somebody sucky on your team that decides he's going to camp in there because it's impossible to kill him, your team is going to get screwed and you'll never be able to jump in and help your team out and do a little bit better job at defending your camp. In the comments down below, let me know if you guys like the turrets the way they are right now and feel they should be left alone, or if they need to be changed and how they should be changed. And if you're new here, please feel free to subscribe. We'd love to have you here, and check out the rest of our videos on our channel.